Good morning. So I wasn't all that well last night. I've got a bit of a sore throat or something. Did not sleep very well. However, today we are heading to another monastery whose name I've just been told and I've forgotten already. Khor Virap, I think. But first, and we'll be travelling through that little pocket of road of Azerbaijan. But first, we've got to do our super technical water fill up. Gonna get the watering can out again. Okay, so if you haven't seen our previous videos, the water pressure in Armenia is too low to get up the hose and into our tank, which is higher up. So we have fashioned, after many failed attempts at different hose connections, we have fashioned a watering can, 2 different types of hose, and Craig holds it above his head, like this.
So we got our system down to a T. So the flow's quite slow. So we fill this jug up, I pour that in, and whilst we're pouring that in, we're filling up the 10 litre. By the time we poured the watering can into the tank, the 10 litre is about half full, would you say? Yeah, and it works, so yeah, it saves us a bit of time.
All right, 100 litres in the tank, much faster this time. It took about 25 minutes, 20 minutes-ish. We're getting efficient at this thing, right before we head back into the land of proper water pressure. We are just about to enter that little pocket of Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, where the road goes to shit.
So this small parcel of land, I'm not sure how it's governed. There's no military checkpoint, no military presence. I don't know whether Google Maps and all the other mapping apps are wrong. There is a small village here, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe the village is Azerbaijani. I don't know. Yeah, it's strange. Yeah. But the road has gone to complete toss. So literally nice smooth tarmac. As soon as you cross that borderline, went to shit. Or maybe there's some sort of agreement. Don't know.
The main highway connecting northern and southern Armenia passes right by the village of Karki, an enclave of Azerbaijan de facto under the control of Armenia. The village today is mostly inhabited by Armenians, both locals and refugees from Azerbaijan. Khor Virap actually began life as a castle and a royal dungeon right near the ancient Armenian capital of Arashat, around 180 BC. Since then, Khor Virap has seen many lives as a chapel, a monastery, a Middle Ages education and learning centre, and an important pilgrimage site. It also survived a colossal earthquake in 1679.
Okay, so the difference with being near Yerevan is tourism has ramped right up. We are here to visit.
It's mental.
What's it called?
The Garni Pagan Temple.
We're here to visit the Garni Pagan Temple.
And the Symphony of Stones, which is like a basalt rock formation.
And that too. So we parked up a bit further uptown because it's manic down there, and we're walking in.
Legs day today.
So with heavily touristy places comes paying to get into things again.
We've not really had to pay to get in anywhere.
No.
I mean,
We've also been spoiled having lots of places to ourselves. So yeah, that was £3.14 each to get in. Not a lot, but you know.
Okay, so bit of information about the pagan temple. It's Greek, adopted by the Romans around the 1st century. It's got 24 pillars. Every pillar represents an hour of the day, and there's a Roman bathhouse. That's about it. If I'm honest with you, it is very nice.
Yeah.
And although in the West the entry fee
Would be about 5 times.
Yeah, it would be like 5 times what it was to get in, but although it wouldn't seem like it's very much, I do think it's a lot of money just to come and look at that and then walk back out again.
Yeah.
You're literally 10 minutes in and out.
And you are, it's tourist trap.
Oh.
You are sort of funneled in, funneled back out, and there's people screaming, and there are much nicer, much better places out in the hills, out in the sticks, where there are no other people.
I will say though, they're making a lot of money here.
Yeah. Yeah. Enterprising.
Yeah.
Now you see, just down the road from us is this little old village and a tiny old ancient church that's not on the map, and people just don't go exploring.
Walking has its benefits.
This is way better than that thing up there, to be honest. Feeling kind of glad that we decided to walk down here rather than bring the truck down these tight, narrow roads.
Regardless of how much it is, whether it's cheap or expensive or not, there's something that's a natural formation like that. It's been made by nature over millennia. Why are you having to pay to go and see it? I don't understand that. It's a bit like in Ireland with the...
yes, Philly and Keely covered this recently.
Yeah, in Ireland.
Yeah.
The extortion amount of National Trust, like £27 to go to, what are they called? The Giant's Causeway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's on column, the same as what we're seeing now. It's £27. What? Absolutely. And we've actually seen a lot of these all over the country.
Yeah, we have.
Geghard Monastery is a medieval monastery in the Kotek province of Armenia. Being partially carved out of the adjacent mountain, surrounded by cliffs, it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. While the main chapel was built in 1215, the monastery complex was founded in the 4th century by Gregory the Illuminator at the site of a sacred spring inside a cave.
So, if we're honest, we're getting a little bit monastery out. This one is very cool though. I mean, the main area in the main monastery it's pretty standard. But if you go off to the left into both the rooms, it's really old. The acoustics are just something else. It's very cool. It's just a shame. There's so many people here. But after spending so much time alone, or just us, not many people, we're a little bit. It's very people-y. Not used to so many people. Good morning. So we spent a couple of nights in this park up. I got a load of work done, so I don't have to do anything today. We have got some food shopping to do, and we're going to go and see a final few things. Your van is just over there in the smog. And we are going to go to the Genocide Museum as well. So there's quite a few things that we're going to be ticking off the list because we are actually heading out of Armenia in the next couple of days, heading back to Georgia.
So that's our shopping experience done. So we went to a Carrefour. It's the biggest one in the country. It's in the shopping mall. We needed soya milk or oat milk,
Which has been about as difficult to find as high pressure water.
Yes, we actually found it in Dilijan. in a supermarket there, and it was actually quite cheap, and we bought a few cartons, and now we wish we just bought everything they had. So here in the Carrefour, it's 3 times the price of what it is in the UK. So looking at just over £3 or around £3 a carton. It's very expensive. So that little shop we did then, just to give you an inkling on costs, we didn't really buy very much, £80.
80 quid. 80 quid.
Yeah. And now we're going to go to the Genocide Museum, have water in there, and then after that we are heading out of Yerevan.
The Armenian Genocide Memorial Complex is Armenia's official memorial dedicated to the victims of the Armenian Genocide and its continuing consequences. The museum's mission is rooted in the understanding that the Armenian Genocide is important in preventing similar future tragedies and in keeping with the notion that those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it.
It was a sombre visit to the Armenian Genocide Museum. There's a lot of information in there. Basically it depicts everything from the start to the end, even to what's going on now with other genocide atrocities in the world. It all boils down to religion. I don't know what to say. Yeah. And it's also down to the manipulation of the religion. The people in power use it as a pawn or a tool to make people do what they want to do. It's just a loss for words. I'm really lost for words. It's the second time we've been to a genocide museum now. Yeah,
And it is so important to visit these places, as upsetting as it is important to understand, so that you can be involved in discussions around the history and around, you know, the way some people feel about some of the things that happened in the world to their families, to their relatives, to their loved ones, to their country. It's so important to understand these things, as hard as it is to witness some of it.
So we just topped up the tank with some more diesel, just because it's slightly cheaper in Armenia than it is in Georgia, and we just paid around £1 a litre. The cheapest we've had was 95 pence. £1 a litre is still good. It's bad, but it's still good.
The Quba Mêrê Dîwanê is the world's largest Yazidi temple. Yazidis are one of the largest ethnic minorities in Armenia, practicing an ancient monotheistic belief that has similarities to Christianity, Hinduism and Judaism, along with elements of sun worship.
It's just started to rain.
It's just started. The heavens have opened.
They have.
The rain is pouring.
Yeah.
We're going to leave you here at
Yeah.
this beautiful Yazidi temple.
Look at that, a bit of a Disney-esque.
Yeah, it's stunning. It is stunning.
It's really
stunning.
beautiful.
On the next part of our Armenia trek, we'll be leaving Armenia.
We are.
A few more things to see on the way, and then we'll be crossing the border
back into Georgia.
Into Georgia for another adventure.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yep, thank you. As always, like, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps.
Thanks to our patrons.
Massive thanks to patrons.
And we'll see you on the next adventure.